What I'm going to be doing in this video is taking you through a full body squash specific workout that you can do at home and follow along with in real time. So think of it as kind of like a virtual training session. I'll be here coaching you through, talking about the technique and the actions, and you can actually do it in real time as we go. It's obviously very difficult for most of us at the moment because we're lacking access to our normal facilities for training. We're lacking access to the normal amount of space that we would have. And obviously as a professional athlete, that's even harder because you need a much higher stimulus to get the benefits from your training, and also you need it to be specific to your sport at the same time. And that's the problem with a lot of these workouts that I'm seeing going up on social media online. They're very, very general. There's no real specific work going in there. And B, often they're not really difficult enough in the true sense in terms of their level. So they're made more difficult by just doing loads and loads and loads of reps, which, yes, it's difficult, but as an athlete, you don't want to be doing too much of certain things, especially when there's, very high impact with lots of jumps and leaps and bounds, and the volume just becomes very, very high, and we lose that specificity that we're looking for. So where this workout's going to work, we're going to go through sort of three main stages. There's going to be an initial warm-up I'll kind of take you through, and we'll do in real time for about 5-6 minutes. We'll then have the core of the session where we're going to work a certain amount of endurance, certain amount of speed, agility, and then a certain amount of strength and stability. So kind of three focuses within that we're going to work on specific fitness attributes. We'll then finish with a little bit of mobility just to cool down and finish the session off. So we'll go through those step by step. First things first, going through our warm-up, we're going to go through real time, a little bit of movement, a little bit of mobility, so get ready to begin. So we'll begin then just with a little bit of a bounce on the spot. So nice and easy with the legs, with the arms. Keep everything loose, nice deep breaths. We're just going to keep this movement just on the spot. We'll do about 25-30 seconds. We're then going to transition into a mobility exercise. We're going to come back into the movement, so we're still just trying to gradually elevate that heart rate and then flipping back and forth between mobility and movement. So just getting that sort of 5-6 minutes of warming up. So we're going to start at the bottom of the body and work up. So the first mobility exercise we're going to do, we're just going to work through the calves, through the ankles, just rocking up. So we're going to come onto the toes and then back on the heels, rocking between toes and heels. Need a little bit of balance on this one, rocking back and forth. So you're really pointing the toes up and then pushing the toes down. So heels at the back, toes at the front, just rocking back and forth, keeping your balance, just trying to get the activation through the calves, between the back of the knee, back of the ankle, just rocking through and then shaking off. Now going to go into kind of a press up position, still working the calves. So legs back, weight just in the toes there. You're going to push back, imagine you're trying to touch the heel through to the floor, just working between both feet, just rocking back and forth, pushing the heel back, gradually taking it a little bit further each time. I want all of these exercises to be dynamic, it's not just a static stretch. Pushing through, getting that calf that little bit lower down each time. Then just take a moment, just going to step across just on one leg, just pushing down for a count of 3, 2, 1, flipping back across, same on the other side, down for 3, 2, 1, and then we come back up, straight back into our jog and our bounce on the spot. So keeping here again, 25-30 seconds, just going to work up the next mobility exercise, working more around the hips, a little bit of squatting, a little bit of lunging. Just working through, keeping loose. Nice deep breaths, just trying to get that heart rate elevated, trying to get a little bit of blood flow going around the body. So the next exercise we're going to do is going to be a squat into a lunge. Squat into a lunge. So stepping out here, still just warming up. You're going to dip down into a squat, and then in to a nice easy lunge. Back to the squat, change legs. So just using it as a mobility exercise, right down deep on that squat, and then stretching out with the lunge. So gradually trying to get a little bit lower each time with the squat. So you're getting right the way down into the squat, stepping out into the lunge. Last 3, just a little bit deeper, a little bit longer in the squat now. Slightly bigger lunge. Deep into the squat, out into the lunge. Last 2 times through, deep on the squat, out into the lunge, deep on the squat, just holding a little bit of a bounce, and out, and then one more on each leg, right the way down, just loosen those hips off, stepping all the way out and back. Last one, and out, through and back to the bounce on the spot. So obviously lunge is very specific to squash and the movement we're going to be using in the workout. The squat as well, really good just for hip, ankle mobility, quite a good position for any kind of warm up, just getting that mobility through the lower body. So the last mobility, top of the body now, just working through the shoulders. We're going to take 3 circles back just through the shoulders. So we're going to keep moving while we do this one, and then 3 circles coming forwards. Still moving, light on the feet, and then with the whole arms now, just coming back, big circle around 3 times. So we're mobilising, but we're staying moving throughout this one. And then last time, 3 circles going forwards. Light on the feet still, nice deep breaths, and come there, shake off, warm up done, getting ready to go into the main portion of the session now. So the first drill we're going to work on is going to be focused on speed. So in these kind of multi-element sessions where we're going to be working speed, we're going to be working endurance, we're going to be working strength stability, speed is always a good place to start because it acts as a nice bridge from the warm-up into the bulk of the session. So where we've done that kind of movement, that pulse raise, that mobility in the first part of the warm-up, we're now going to something a little bit sharp, a little bit higher intensity, build the intensity there, so then when we come through that into the main bulk of the session, which is that endurance section, our bodies are fully prepared, fully ready to go. So a little bit of short, sharp work here, just working some speed lunges, keeping it very squash specific all the way through. So what you're going to need is 3 small markers. I've got ball boxes here, so you haven't got anything to hand. Just try and grab 3 small things that you can use to lay out in front of you as a marker. Okay, so now you've got your 3 markers, whatever you're going to be using. You're going to place them out at 3 points to your front. Imagine kind of a clock face. So 1 at 10 o'clock, 1 in the middle at 12 o'clock, and then 1 imagining across at 2 o'clock. So those markers are there. You might not be able to see them from the perspective of the camera, but they're each about a metre and a half away, just for that position to allow me space to lunge into. So the way the drill is going to work, I'm going to call one of those points at random and you're going to lunge in and lunge back as quickly and as explosively as you can. I'm going to do it for the perspective of the camera. So for you watching, that will be left, that will be right, that will be front. So whichever one I call, it's a lunge in, quick, and then back to the centre, working. So it's not a ghosting action. Imagine just sort of putting your hand over the marker. It's more about the feet, more about the lunge that we're looking at. So we're going to work 4 sets of 10 reps, and each set we're going to alternate which leg we work on. So the first set of 10 reps is going to be left leg only, second set of 10 reps, right leg only, alternating again, third set left, fourth set right leg. First we're going to do just a warm-up set, so just 1 set of 10 reps. First 5 movements are going to go on our left leg, second 5 movements on our right leg, just working in time with me. So just get a feel of the exercise to start. Here we go. So we're going to work front left, in and back. Front right, in and back. Front centre, in and back. Left, left. Now we change to the right leg, same thing. Left, in, right. Last 3, front, right, left. And hold there, take a moment. Okay, so warm up done, we're now going to go into our 4 working sets. Now, just worth taking a note of the timer on the video where we are, because if you want to do additional sets, you can always rewind back to this point. So make a little note of where that is before we go into these 4 working sets now. So as before, I'm going to call those markers through, all on the left leg though for this first set. So 10 reps, quickly and as explosively as you can. I'll just be calling and pointing. Stand by, get ready to go. Here we go. Left, right, right, front, right, left, left, front, left, right, and rest. So we're going to take a minute's rest in between each set. So just take the time, get a little drink, try and keep moving. Obviously in a game of squash you haven't got the luxury of sitting down in the corner on a sofa, so try and keep moving, get your drink, just relax out for your 1 minute. We keep the rest periods a little bit longer when we're doing speed work, so we want that a little bit longer to recover, to keep the quality high. So we'll take that full minute, even though the exercise only takes maybe 10, 12, 15 seconds, depending on the speed. So the second set, we're going to go in and we're going to work on the right leg. So same thing, working in short, sharp, explosive movements off that right leg instead. Again, when you're going down, just getting the hand on, it's not a full go, just get the hand over the marker. It's more about the legs, more about the lunge, the speed of the footwork that we're aiming for. So start getting yourself ready, drink down, get yourself back in position. So you've got that kind of central position to start with your marker right in the middle. And then we're going to go back in, right leg, second set, 10 reps. Here we go. Right, right, front, left, front, left, left, right, left, front, right, front, and rest. Good. Same thing, take a minute to recover, and do 2 more sets, 1 more left, 1 more right. Again, taking that full 60 seconds, just keep moving, nice deep breaths, get everything back to normal, get your heart rate back down again. 2 more sets, really trying to keep that quality, that speed and intensity all the way through. Working back on the left leg, going to be the same thing as the first set, short, sharp movements. Got about another 20 seconds recovery. Okay, so start getting yourself back into position, get your drinks out of the way, find your centre point again, make sure your markers are all in place. Third set now, back to the left leg, same as before, 10 reps, really pushing hard, maximum pace now, really working on that reaction. Short and sharp. Okay, stand by, here we go. Left, left, right, right, front, right, left, left, right, front, right, and rest. Good. 1 more set to go. Last one on that right leg. Again, take your minute, just keep moving in between. Try and stay on your feet, grab your drink if you need it. 1 more set of the speed, so 1 right leg again here, short, sharp, 10 reps. Then we'll take a breather before we go into the endurance portion of the session. For about 25 seconds, just start getting yourself prepped again. Get everything out of the way, get yourself with your space again, get your drink out. Last set, working through again on that right leg. 10 seconds, get yourself ready to go. So find your spot, get your stations mapped out. Going to go again in 5, 4, 3, last set. Stand by, and left, front, left, front, right, right, front, left, front, left, and rest there. Good stuff. Hold up, take a rest before we go into our endurance. So just taking a moment to get yourself set before we go into that endurance phase. Just thinking about what we did with those speed drills. As we said at the beginning of that section, if you wanted to do a little bit more on that, where we monitored that timestamp of where that section started, you can just rewind the video back to that and run through that again. I wouldn't normally do too much volume on speed. Around 4 sets in this workout is probably enough. But if you wanted to work on that a little bit more, or you particularly enjoyed the exercise, you can just spin the video back and run through those again. We're now going to move on to the sort of heart of the session, and endurance. So where endurance is going to work, there's going to be 3 different exercises that we use, and we're going to combine each of those exercises with a short, sharp set of ghosting as well. So the first one we're going to start with is going to be a star jump. So we're going to go down, touch the feet, and then it's a big jump up, exploding the arms and legs round as you come up into that jump each time. It's going to work by doing 30 seconds of the exercise. Immediately when the 30 seconds finishes, you're going to go into 10 quick ghosts across kind of 5 points in front of you. So what we're imagining, as soon as we finish the star jumps on that ghost, visualizing that clock face again, we're going to go to 9 o'clock, to 10 o'clock, to 12 o'clock, across to 2 o'clock, and then across to 10 o'clock. We're going to do the same thing on the right leg across those 5 points, working through each of those actions. So that's our 10 ghosts. We're going to spin through those as quickly as we can as soon as we finish the endurance exercise that we're doing. So first set is star jumps into the ghost, 30-second rest. Second set, we're going to use what I call pop squat. So we're going to work feet together and then just jumping out into that squat action. So getting nice and deep on the squat, little jump each time, continuous, same thing, 30 seconds, and then 5 quick ghosts on the left leg, 5 on the right leg. We don't need markers for this one. It's not the same as the speed drill where we're being quite specific. This one, just that imaginary step out and swing. If you've got an additional space where you're working, you could even use your racket on that as well. Third and final exercise is going to be high knee sprint. So working that exaggerated arm and leg action, driving the knees up, 30 seconds flat out. And again, we go into our 10 ghosts, 5 left leg, 5 right leg. And that'll be the end of our first set. So take a moment to get yourself set, quick drink, and we're going to go straight in with the star jump to begin. Okay, so just before you go in, just take a quick note of the timestamp on the video, see where this section starts. So again, like with the speed, you can rewind and perform multiple sets. Star jumps, here we go. Down and touching, 30 seconds from now. Big jumps up, all the way down, touching the feet, all the way at the bottom on each rep. Push through. Get up to halfway. Big jumps, keep that pace. 5 seconds. Last one. And hold there into our ghost. Left leg first. 5 points. Working diagonal and side. Right leg, same thing. Side, diagonal, front, diagonal, side, and rest there. 30 seconds, recovery. Deep breaths, try and keep yourself moving. 10 seconds. So this time our pop squat, same thing, 30 seconds into 10 ghosts. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Deep squats. Nice and low, little bounce, steady tempo. Really get the glutes, the quads involved. Squatting, driving back up, halfway. Five seconds, keep going. Last rep, down and 10 goes. Left leg, side, diagonal, front, diagonal, side. Right leg, same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest there. 30 seconds. Keep moving, deep breaths. Ten seconds. So we're going to work high knees, sprinting through. 30 seconds from now. Here we go. Drive those legs. Are you exaggerating the movement, that running action? Fast pace, halfway, driving, let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 seconds. 5. And time, here we go. Ghosting, left leg 5. Fast as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Okay, extended rest now. So you can pause the video, take a minute's rest, then you're going to rewind to that timestamp when we started the endurance back to the star jumps. You're going to repeat through for a further 2 times. So 3 sets in total, minute break at the end of each one. winding back. So you've gone through those 3 exercises 3 times, 9 total sets. Let's go now. Okay, welcome back. So you should now have done that endurance block 3 times. So star jumps, ghost, 30-second rest, pop squat, ghost, 30-second rest, high knees, ghost, 1 minute rest. And you should have gone through that 3 times in total. If you want to make the session a little bit tougher, same with the speed, you can add a set or 2 on. I'd recommend 3 sets just in the context of this workout, should work well. So the final section now, we're going to go into strength and stability. There's been lots of lower body focus work, so we're going to bring the focus up now, upper body, a little bit of upper body strength, just using the press up, but combining some core activity as well. So for me, core work should be done as part of other exercises. The core, instead of just working things like planks and balances, which can be useful, but they just isolate the core. What we want to work with is an exercise where the core is contributing to the movement, makes it a little bit more realistic, a little bit more functional. So we're going to work a press up position, but we're going to work just 10 reps, but slow, steady, controlled reps. We're holding the core and that plank position even while we're doing the press ups. And you're just going to work the press ups in time with me, slow, steady pace. If you struggle with press ups, you can work on your knees, but aiming ideally to work from the feet. So get yourself into position, nice strong position. Imagine that you've got that plank straight away, so you're squeezing the abs, holding the body straight, nice straight line from the head to the backside. Now 10 reps working in time with me. So first rep, normal pace, down, up. Second rep, we're going to hold at the bottom now. So down, hold, hold, back up. 2 done. Rep number 3, we're going to go down for a count of 3 and up for a count of 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hold, back up, 1, 2, 3. Rep number 4, normal speed, down, up. Rep number 5, we're going to hold halfway down. Here we go. Hold, hold halfway. Down to the bottom and hold at the bottom. Hold at the bottom. Hold. Back up. 5 done. 5 to go. This time we're going to hold for 3 seconds at the bottom and then 3 seconds at the top. Here we go. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Squeeze. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Rep 7. Normal speed. Rep 8. We're going to hold halfway and then at the bottom as well. So hold halfway. At the bottom, hold. We're then going to come up and hold halfway again. And back up to the top. Rep number 9, normal speed. Down, up, hold. Rep number 10, down for 5, and then back up for 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Squeeze the abs. Keep everything tight. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. Take a moment and rest there. Quick drink, quick breather, 1 minute recovery. Okay, so once you've had your chance to get a drink, a little bit of rest, recovery, you're going to go back down, going to do 1 more set of the press ups, just changing the order up a little bit. Same as on the other elements, endurance and speed. Take a note of the time on the video now, so if you want to go back and do an extra set of the press ups again, you can. The session's only set out for 2 sets, but if you want to do additional work, you can. So getting yourself back down into position though. So same thing, going to be mixing up the positions, mixing up the speeds, the tempos, really focusing the whole time on strong core, strong body position, working on strength, stability and control. So position, legs out, holding at the top. We're going to go straight in now, 10 reps. First 2 reps, normal speed. Here we go. 1, 2. Now we're going to go down for 3 and up for 3, just changing it up. So 3, 2, 1, hold, back up, 1, 2, 3. Rep number 4, we're going to hold at the bottom for 3 seconds and then hold at the top for 3. So 3, 2, 1, back up, 1, 2, 3. Rep number 5, normal speed. Rep number 6, down for 5, up for 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top. This time we're going to go halfway down and then all the way down. So holding at halfway and then all the way, hold and back up. Repeat, same thing. Down, halfway, hold. All the way, hold. Back up, last 3 reps, normal speed. Number 8, down and up. This time we're going to hold halfway on the way down and the way up. Last 2 reps. Hold halfway. Down, back up. Hold halfway again. Back to the top. Last rep. Down for 5, up for 5. Last one, really slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And take your relief back onto your knees. Nice deep breath. We're going to go straight from there into a little bit of mobility just to cool ourselves down. So legs out to the front, just get yourself a comfortable position. Just to start with, just while you're getting your breathe, flexing the feet in and out. So pointing the toes towards and then away, just working through the ankle joint. And still with the ankles, just working little circles around now. So just working the feet. Same as the warm-up, we're going to gradually work up the body, starting at the bottom. Circles going the other way with the ankles now. Okay, taking the legs a little bit wider. Just going to reach across, just touch outside of the foot. Almost like a swimming stroke, gradually making it a little bit bigger each time. Reaching round to the outside of the foot, just stretching over. Again, we're trying to keep the mobility, movement based, a little bit of a hold at the end, but primarily trying to be moving the whole time. Across, just going to work one more each side. And holding through from there. Okay, onto your knees, loosening off the hips now. So you're going to take the knee in, out, extending back, just working rotations with that foot through. Knee in, out and around, just circling around with that knee, just working through the hip. Same thing going the other way, so kicking back, round and in. Just a little bit of mobility work just to finish off, keep the body loose, out, round and in, and change legs. Same thing, knee to chest, out to side, kicking back, keeping the body facing the floor. Just work at your own speed on these. And again, just changing direction, so back first, round and in, back, round and in. And one more, round and back up from there. Just going to sit back onto your heels for a moment. Just going to go into a little bit of work for the lower back, flexion, extension. Just winding down now, slow deep breaths, relaxing into the finish. So arms out, head down. Imagine you're trying to get your head to touch the floor, reaching the hands to the front. You're going to hold for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then push out onto the forearms and arching the back. So now we're kind of hollowing the back out, arching up. Same thing, back to the original position, curving the back over now. So think about the lower back curving, hold for a few seconds, and then back out. Again, this time arching, just raising the chest again away from the floor. And one more time, sit back into the heels, head down. And last time back out, maybe try and get a little bit higher this time, pushing up onto the hands. And back up. Bring the leg out to the front, going to fold the leg across the middle, and we're just going to try and hold in a comfortable position there. When we're there, you're going to take a deep breath, breathe out, and just lean forward. Back up, going to do that 3 times, deep breath. As you breathe out, leaning forward. One more time, back in, trying to keep that shin nice and straight, horizontal, and breathing and pushing down and back up. Same on the other side, leg comes across, get yourself comfortable first. The leg should stay knee and ankle more or less in line. That leg stays straight, deep breath. As you breathe out, push out and hold at the bottom. Back up, you might find one leg more flexible than the other. Deep breath, back in. And one more time, deep breath, last one. As you breathe out, take that stretch all the way down, relax at the bottom. And then just to finish, you're going to take a full stretch out, laying on your front. You're going to squeeze, stretch hard, hold the breath up, so really tense, reaching out, holding everything tight, squeezing, and then breathe out, relax. Just hold there. Slow the breathing down, 5 seconds. Relaxing off, and then slowly making your way back to your feet. Workout finished there. Well done, good work.